The branch controller of the West African Examination Council, Waec, in charge of Ogun State, Mr. Abayomi Arigbabu, has faulted an online media report insinuating that the results of some public school students in the state were withheld due to indebtedness. Arigbabu, in a chat with newsmen, described the report as mischievous and unbalanced, adding that the Ogun State government was not indebted to the council in any way. The branch controller explained that the results of the affected students were still pending because of a technical hitch which is being looked into for quick redress and immediate action. According to him, there is ongoing communication between the branch and the head of the Test Administration Division of the Council in that regard, as he promised that the results will be released before the close of work on Tuesday. We are now joined by the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology in Ogun State, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, to talk more on the issue of indebtedness of states to Waec. Honorable Commissioner, sir, you are most welcome on the news.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Commissioner, sir, can you give us an overview of Ogun State government's intervention in payment of Waec fees for students of the state?
Well, thank you very much. I want to say that we know the investment this administration has made into the education sector generally. It declared the emergency when it came on board, and we have actually intervened in almost all the sectors of education. Talking specifically about the examination, this time around, the school certificate examination, we know that Ogun State government pays the what we call the sundry expenses of Waec examination, and we have never failed to pay this annually. Talking about the Waec fee by parents, this one has been on since 2017, when even before the advent of this administration. And when this administration came on board, we met a debt of 500 million, which was cleared over a period of 2.5 years. That was since 2022. So, as we speak, despite the indebtedness that was there before the advent of this administration, so we have never had any cost to any money. So, when we had this news of indebtedness this morning, we were really surprised, and actually the news media that carried the news was very mischievous, because there was nothing like that. Waec actually made a mistake by doing that. I think it was the technical hitch they had that led to the non-release of those results, and they themselves discovered since last night and started working on it when our attention was brought to that. But that's news media, without recourse to us, without recourse to Waec, went ahead to publish something that was false. I mean, Ogun State government is not we. Our students, in actual fact, by around 12 o'clock or thereabout today, I think the Waec was able to clear the technical hitch they had, and the results were released.
So for how long has this been ongoing?
No, the result was just released. So, students started checking. So when some of them checked and they found that they couldn't access their result, they brought that to our attention. And Waec, we interacted with Waec, and Waec apologized, and they started working on it. But the platform news, Platform Times, went ahead mischievously without doing what we call balanced reporting, by following the ethics of journalism. In which case we would have expected that they would contact us and also contact Waec to be sure that whatever news they bring out will actually be factual. So we went on to publish something that was not true. So the state government is not owing Waec a dime. Waec has issued a release. They have apologized, and our students have been checking their results and printing their results since midday today.
So are you telling us now that this is the state of things now?
This is the state of things. As I said, if you check, you see that even the person that published the original report has actually issued a rejoinder. I haven't found out that he actually goofed by not following the journalistic ethics in what he did, put out.
Okay, so in what ways has the state government been able to upscale education in the state?
Well, I'm happy about this. You see what we have done in the various areas. First of all, we have digitalized the entire education sector. Today, we have data on everything we do in the education sector, and that makes planning very easy for us. We are able to prioritize the facilities we provide in schools. Talking about provision of furniture in schools, we know the places where we should put them. We are able to also prioritize distribution of teachers. Now we know where we need more teachers, and that's why the 5,000 teachers that His Excellency approved through the Ogun Teach program, we are able to actually use them to fill the vacancies, particularly in the rural areas. And of course, don't forget that our teachers, particularly the science teachers, we have put them through a new methodology of teaching, which we call the PMI-PSI initiative, under the World Bank project that is currently ongoing. We have further empowered our heads of schools, teaching principals, and teachers by providing examination logistics for them, which makes running of examinations better than before. We have digitalized the process of examination, the basic education certificate examination. And our schools, the special needs schools, they are not left behind. If you go there, you see that we have done a lot of interventions, as well as the Yellow Revolution, which is actually cutting across the entire state in the education sector. So we also ensure that welfare of our teachers is taken into consideration. Of course, you remember we are implementing what we call the Ogun State Education Revitalization Agenda, which is built on the 6 pillars of the curriculum, school management, technology integration into teaching and learning, massive infrastructure, like I said, teachers and students and welfare, and then funding, which we are looking into better ways of funding education. That is going to lead very soon now to the Education Summit, during which we intend to discuss a number of issues concerning education in Ogun State. Look at where we were before, where we are now, and where we are taking education to. Very soon you see some massive infrastructure rehabilitation, particularly in the areas of laboratories and so on, starting with our 42 flagship schools, then the technical colleges, which 8 of them they will wear new look very soon, because we are turning them into centers of excellence. We are also going to be bringing on board what we call mega schools. So we will have at least 2 per division in all the divisions in the state, so that we use these ones also as models to let people see where we are taking education. Of course, I should mention that we have started systematic decongestion of population in our schools, starting with the flagship schools, and that's why the maximum you see in the classes in the flagship schools, you see a maximum of 60 pupils in the school. So for the other schools that are not flagship, we have 2-pronged approach to it. We will be building more classrooms so that we can decongest the population, and then we will be building more schools, because there are areas where people are now living, which we didn't have people there before because of population. So we'll be building more schools to take care of that, and we are also taking over more community schools so that they can be better run. So they can be better run. So you see that we have also impacted in the area of the private sector partnership. Our private schools are better managed now because we have records. It has reduced a lot the area of illegal schools, because all our schools, because of the digital platform of the Ogun State Education Revitalization Agenda, we have the records of all our schools, and then that is affecting, it's making it impossible for people to continue or to do things that are untowards under disabled practices.
Wow, that is huge. Yeah. And what will you say to parents in the state on the commitment of the state government to the growth of education?
Yes, I want to thank our parents, and I want to urge them to continue to support government. And it's important for me to mention that alumni associations, that the student associations, they've been doing a lot parents are doing a lot. We have private sector that are also helping. So I want parents to also contribute their quota by supporting government, mainly to ensure that their wards are well behaved, they get to school on time, and they assist them in making sure that the academic pursuit does not suffer. So this will actually support whatever government is doing, because if government is doing something and the parents are not doing anything at home, it will be a problem. But I want to salute them for what they have been doing thus far, but we still have a very long way to go.
Thank you very much, sir. Viewers at home, you have been listening to the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigbabu, who is on a mission to talk more on the issue of indebtedness of states to Waec. Honorable Commissioner, sir, this is where we end our conversation with you, and we are glad for having you with us on the news tonight.
Thank you very much.
Just as we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much for coming, sir.
Thank you for having me.